So, Jai Hind Class 12 student, welcome to the third lecture on chapter Solid State. And I hope that the things that we have already studied are clear to you. In the last class, we are discussing about the unit cells. Here also we are going to continue with it. Okay, so in the last class, we are discussing about the unit cell. Unit cell means the smallest but the complete unit that which when repeated once and once again gives the complete geometry of the crystal, or we can say that unit cells are the building block of a crystal. I hope you remember last class mein I have already discussed about unit cell with proper example, and I already shared notes with you, so it will be more clear to you. Now in the last class we are discussing about 6 parameters of the unit cell, that is the edge length. This is a kind of unit cell. This is x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. The length from the center to this is edge length A, this is B and this is C. So we define 6 parameters A, B, C. These are the edge length, alpha, beta and gamma. These are the angle between the edges. Now let me show you a kind of unit cell. Suppose I am considering this cube. This is a kind of cube. Okay. This have x-axis, y-axis and the z-axis. If you look it like this is suppose this is your z-axis, this is your x-axis and this one will be your y-axis. So you can say it about its length A, B and C and whatever so on. जो भी आपको length measure करना है, suppose करो this is your z-axis, this is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. तो x-axis के along जो ये edge length है, this is A, this one is B and this one is C. Now we are talking about the angles between the edges. This angle, if this is the x-axis, this is z-axis. तो between the x and z, ये x-axis है और ये z-axis है, इनके बीच का जो angle है, that angle is represented by x and z is represented by beta, between z and y is represented by alpha, and between A and B is represented by gamma. So there are 6 parameters which will define a complete unit cell, or we can say that these are the characteristic property of a unit cell. Now let us continue with this. Now we have seen different type of shapes. Like this is a kind of cube. We have seen cuboid also. What we have observed in a cuboid, this is a kind of cuboid. You have observed that if I am saying this, that approximately all the edge lengths are equal. Okay, but if I am seeing this, then all the edge lengths are not equal. अगर suppose करो ये z axis है and this one is x and this one is y, तो सारी axis की length अगर आप measure करो, all the edge lengths are unequal. So on the basis of these 6 parameters, our crystal system means that we are discussing about, our crystal system is totally divided into 7 categories. System is divided into 7 categories. Okay, 7 categories divide means, now suppose let's take example. If A is equals to B is equals to C, it means all the edge lengths are equal and alpha is equals to beta and this is equals to gamma, means all the angles are equal and also all the angles are equals to 90 degree. So this is the condition of a cube. This is a condition of a cube, or we can say that in a crystal system cubic unit cell are present. It means this is the unit cell which is present in a crystal system is a kind of cube. Let me take another example where A is equals to B but B not equals to C and alpha is equals to beta is equals to gamma, and these angles are also equals to 90 degree. So this can be another unit type of unit cell and this is known to be tetragonal. This is a kind of tetragonal shape. Which are all the shapes, all the geometries are mentioned in your NCERT. Please see the geometry because I am not able to draw all the geometries here. So it will be more clear to you. Colorfuls bani hui hai, so it will be more clear to you. I am just trying to explain here that A, B, these both are equal but it is not equals to C. But the angles are equal. Angles are 90 degree. Angles से थोड़ा ना effect पड़ता है. Suppose करो this is A, okay, and this is B. तो ये दोनों एज लेंथ इक्वल हो गई, बट दिस वन इज C. This is not equal, but these both these three are perpendicular to each other. तो angle तो same होगा ना, angle is again 90 degrees. So this is tetragonal, and in the similar way, these are differently divided into 7 kind of crystal system that we have already discussed. Quite few we have already discussed in the last class. So I hope it is clear to you that how we can say that 7 crystal system are divided. But we are basically considering the cubic unit cell. We are simply do our calculation by considering the cubic unit cell. But you must be clear about it, all the type of unit cell. Okay. So I hope that it is clear to you. Now, we have seen that on the basis of these parameters, a unit cell is divided into 7 crystal system. Okay. Now, what if we have to consider about the particles arrangement? हमको अब consider करना है that how the particles are arranged in this unit cell, and on the basis of the particle arrangement, again the unit cell are divided into further categories that we have discussed in the last class. Actually, we just mentioned the name of the unit cell. So now we have to discuss about types of unit cell. Types of unit cell. I told you about the name. I told you about the name that there are two type of unit cell. First one is primitive unit cell, or we can say it as simple unit cell. It is a kind of simple unit cell. Okay. Next is non-primitive unit cell, or we can say it as centered unit cell. We can say it as centered unit cell. Now let us see what is the difference between these two. Okay. Just remember one thing. Whatever type of unit cell, whatever type of crystal system you are taking, either it is cubic, tetragonal, hexagonal, whatever system you are taking, it is have 8 corners. How many corners a unit cell have? 8. Just look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 corners are there. I am repeating once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is kind of unit cell. So there are total 8 corners. Okay. These are the phases of unit cell. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5 and phase 6. How many phases of unit cell are there? 6. Okay. Let us simplify it. Let us discuss it in a simplify. Just consider in the room in which you are sitting. Just count the corners of the room. 8 corners in a room are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 corners are there. Now count the faces. 4 faces are there like this. अगर ये रूम है आपका, तो एक आपके सामने वाली वॉल हो गई, एक आपके पीछे वाली वॉल हो गई. 2 faces are there. एक आपके राइट हैंड साइड वाली वॉल हो गई. 3. एक आपके लेफ्ट हैंड साइड वाली वॉल हो गई. 4. ओके. एक वॉल आपके ऊपर है, दैट इज 5, और एक वॉल जहां पर एक फ्लोर जहां पर आप खड़े हो, दैट इज 6. It means if I am talking about a unit cell, then there are 8 corners and 6 faces. And the space bit, ये जो space है, मैं इसे ओपन करके दिखा रही हूँ आपको. The space, ये जो पूरा space है, this is the center of a unit cell. It is known to be a center of a unit cell. पूरा space जो है, that is the center of the unit cell. Please remember these things. It will be more helpful in the next topic. Okay. So I hope it is clear now. If the particles are present only at the corners of the unit cell, only at the corners of the unit cell, then it is known to be a primitive unit cell. We can write it as particles present only at corners. Particles are present only at the corners, that it is said to be a primitive unit cell, or you can say that it is a kind of simple unit cell. Now, what do you mean by non-primitive unit cell? Non-primitive unit cell means particles are present at the corner and also somewhere else in the unit cell. It means corners पर तो present है, इसके अलावा some particles may be present inside or somewhere else in the unit cell. These are known as non-primitive unit cell. We can write it as particles at corners and at some other position in unit cell. So these are non-primitive and primitive unit cell. I hope it is clear to you. इसमें तो हमें कुछ पढ़ना ही नहीं है. Simple unit cell means simple corners. Atoms or particles are present in the corner. Now we have to discuss about these non-primitive unit cell. We are saying that particles are present at the corners and also somewhere else in the unit cell. Now what can be these position where the atoms of the particles may be present? कहाँ कौन सी position होंगी where they can be present? So let us discuss about non-primitive unit cell. Non-primitive unit cells. So we have to discuss about 3 types of non-primitive unit cells. Okay, 3 types. First one is face-centered. Face-centered. Face-centered unit cell. Now, what do you mean by face-centered unit cell? Face-centered unit cell. Atoms or particles are present at the corners and also at each face of the unit cell. Let me repeat it once again. Just listen carefully. Particles are present at each corner. It means 8 corners, and also at each face. How many faces are there? 6 faces. So, and particles are present at each face of the unit cell. So I am simply writing, just notes में आपको complete information मिल जाएगी, properly लिखा हुआ, but I am just writing here particles at corner and at each face of unit cell. That's why it is known as face-centered unit cell. Okay, now next, face center. Next one is body centered. Body centered. Body center means particles are present at each corner and also in the center of the body. I am just opening this ball. Unit cell open नहीं होती है, ये सिर्फ आपको explain करने के लिए. Particles is present inside in the center of the body. It means in the center of the unit cell. बेटा draw करके it is not properly clear to you. Draw तो books में भी हुआ है. Just try to understand it from here. That particles are present at each corner. How many corners are there? 8 corners. And at center of the body. एक center में present है. कहाँ भी present है particle? Center में present है. So it is known to be a body centered unit cell. That particles are present at corners and center of the body or the unit cell, you can say, or so that's why it is known to be a body centered unit cell. Now last one is end centered. End centered. और कहाँ कहीं पर ये end face centered भी लिखा हुआ है बेटा. End face centered. Now what do you mean by this end centered unit cell? Okay. Corner पे present है, वो तो है ही non primitive unit cell में. That particles are present at the corners of the unit cell and also at any 2 opposite faces. Remember, at any 2 opposite faces. Face center में क्या था? Particles at corner and at every face of the unit cell. But here I am saying that particles are present at the corners and at any 2 opposite faces. Suppose करो ये तो पूरा यूनिट सेल है. If I am talking about corners पे present है, अगर एक पार्टिकल यहाँ present है तो इसका opposite face ये वाला हो गया. It means the particles are present at this and this. Any 2 opposite faces. अगर इस पर present है तो उसके साथ यहाँ पर present होगा. अगर यहाँ पर present है तो उसके साथ यहाँ पर present होगा. और अगर यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है तो उसके साथ यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट होगा. So that's why it is known to be end-centered unit cell, that particles are at corners and at any two opposite faces. At any two opposite faces. So there are four types of unit cell. Basically two types, primitive and non-primitive. Non-primitive is further classified into three categories: face-centered, body-centered and end-centered. I hope that it is clear to you. Now let us recall our crystal system. How many types of crystal system we have discussed? Remember beta, crystal system we are defined on the basis of parameters. Parameter means edge length and angle between the edges. But types of unit cells